Hello you guys, my name is Toya here. Just want to do a video talk about my gynecological issues that I've been having. Okay, so for starters, I'll give you a little bit about my medical history. I am 36. I had a partial hysterectomy when I was 34, December 18, 2015. I had a partial hysterectomy, which was supposed to have been a total, but he decided to do a partial hysterectomy. Fast forward, when they took out the uterus, they found out that I had adenomyosis and fibroids. Okay, so after that, of course, I lost some weight. Then I had gained back weight into my abdominal area. I had a lot of swelling, so since then, that was the picture, if I can insert it, that was May 2000 and went through my niece's graduation, May 2016. Since then, I've lost, this year I've lost 43 pounds since then. So my swelling in my stomach, everything went down. And then I went to the emergency room. I found out in August 2016, I had a cyst on my left ovary. 4 centimeters follicular cyst. I found that out. Okay, so after the cyst, that was the only issue I was having. Now, last year, I went vegan in October 2016. After I went vegan, I lost, that's when I started losing the 41 pounds. Just have 31 to go. I'm glad about that, of course, but over this course of time, the last few months, I've noticed that I'm having a lot of pain on my right side. A lot of severe pain, dull achy pain, nausea, the nausea. Sometimes, like I'm gonna, the vomit sometimes. I've been having the right side back pain as well. With that, I've been having abdominal distension, like my stomach, it swells out a lot. And so I went to the emergency room about 2 months ago again, and come to find out that I now have a cyst on my right ovary. I also have pelvic adhesions, and I also have a small bowel obstruction. So all of those issues are going on. As you can tell, it has gotten worse. So today I'm just, helping my friend doing some paperwork, and all of a sudden, again, it happens like every week or every couple of weeks or so. It comes and goes. I have this bad abdominal distension, like swelling in my stomach. So I'm going to show you a picture. Normally my stomach is way flatter than this, but I don't know if it's a good way to tell, but I have abdominal distension and it's swelling, and I look like I'm about, 4 months pregnant. And this for me is not normal because my stomach is flatter, definitely flatter than this. And my appetite, it comes and goes. I really don't have much of an appetite, but I make myself eat anyway. Today I just had a protein shake for breakfast this morning. I've been drinking tea, green tea, and oolong tea. I had 1 cup of those each. And I also had some fruit. I had blueberries, papaya, and mango. I had like a 20 ounce jar of that. And that's all I had today. And my stomach, it swells and it's painful. It's a dull, achy pain. Then sometimes it's a sharp pain. It comes and goes, and it's very, very concerning. And of course, I did some research online and Google it, and try not to worry about it, but the C word keeps popping up though. So I'm not going to really worry about that. I'm just going to go and get testing because there's no sense to worrying about it, because maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I have had a cancer scare before in the past, so and they called it in time. So that's another issue for me. So I know to be aware of certain things, just as a woman, to know your body is very important. Now, with that being said, I do see my doctor tomorrow, Dr. O, who did my partial hysterectomy, which I am glad because I had to switch my insurance. I had to switch my insurance because he was not, within my group. So I canceled and switched, and I have my insurance, and I wanted to make sure that I only see him because he knows my body. He already done the surgery. But last year, 2016, I would say around June or so, he already forewarned me that I needed to have another surgery for them to go in and take everything else out, and it's a year later. So I basically already prepared my mind because I'm knowing that I'm going to have surgery because it's getting worse. But my prayer this time is that he take everything out. I don't want to keep going through getting cut open again, keep having these same issues. Another issue I've noticed too is, my hair is growing good, but I'm having hair loss. I don't know if that's part of what becomes the ovarian cyst or not. And I know my body was going through the changes too, going through the vegan lifestyle. And then back and forth with that too as well. But I noticed though, before I started incorporating more spinach and kale into my diet, I would have these tiny bulbs on the end. I don't know if it was just the end of my hair growth cycle that my hair was doing the shedding, and then now going into the growing phase. My hair, I have been seeing less of the bulbs on the end, so I think it maybe just was the end of their hair cycle. But I know a lot of women do have issues with hair loss with ovarian cysts as well, and I have cysts on my right and left ovaries. Although lately my left ovaries isn't that's giving me the problem, because you can really look at my stomach. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera with the dress I have on, but you can clearly look at my stomach, and my right side is more swollen than my left side. It's always been like that. But my stomach do have the distension and swelling. My right side is always bigger than my left side. Why? Because my right side swells more and my stomach looks lopsided. Especially, like I said, you can't really see with this dress, but if I was to show you my bare stomach, you can definitely look across the room and like, wow, your stomach looks lopsided. It does look lopsided. So that's my story, my journey. I would think I was like 20, I'm 36. I think I was about 28, 29 when they first told me I had cancer before. It was a cervical cancer before, but they caught it in time. Then I did not tell anybody till afterwards. I don't even remember even telling my mom because I was scared to death. And also, cervical and ovarian cancer does run in my family. My grandmother had a hysterectomy. My mother had a hysterectomy when she was 37. I had my hysterectomy when I was 35. It does run in my family on my mom and my dad's side. So it's very alarming for me. A lot of times it's hard because it's like I can barely keep a job long enough because of the symptoms that is so problematic with the symptoms that I have, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of challenging to keep up with day-to-day functions because you don't know how you're going to feel. Some days I have energy, I feel like I can press and do. Some days it's like I can't do it. But whatever you do, we got to stay strong, for our children and our families, and just because we want to be a better us and keep striving. So I'm hoping that tomorrow when I see my doctor, I'll get some answers, and maybe I'll get him to run the CA-125 test or CA-25 test and get it done, because I definitely need to get that test done. It may ease my mind a little bit just because some of the symptoms that I am having, and I do understand that ovarian cyst and ovarian cancer do have some of the same symptoms, but there's distension and the swelling and it's pain on the right side that's kind of like being kind of constant. It frightens me. So you all Have a blessed and wonderful day. Pray for me as I pray for you, and prayerfully that everything is going to work out in our favor. So I just want to encourage another young woman or somebody else that's going through this, or have a family member that's going through this and having a symptomatic, some problems or issues, gynecological issues, and try to tackle them and get them done ahead of time. Don't be like me. Don't procrastinate. Don't put it off and think, oh, it's nothing, and then years later it get worse. Like me, a year later, I supposed to have the surgery last year, and I kept putting it off, and then a year later, wow, look at my stuff, it's got worse, or 2 times worse than what it was. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Latoya. I will be doing a update tomorrow or this weekend about what me and my doctor discussed and what my options are and or is, and what my final conclusion is going to be. But I'm sure I'm going to have surgery. So thank you guys for watching. Be blessed.